Okay, how can you find the area of triangles? So the first thing, a triangle is a polygon with three sides. And how are triangles and parallelograms related? That's important to understand when you want to think about the area. Okay, so right here in the blue we have a right triangle. And you can see if you were to clone that and flip it around, you would have a parallelogram. Okay, here's another triangle. And again, if you were to clone it, okay, it's maybe hard to see that's a parallelogram, but if you turn it around, you can see that again you have a parallelogram. So a triangle is a half of a parallelogram. So let's look at this one here. We have a square. It's a parallelogram. It has two pairs of parallel sides, and all the sides are 8 feet. So it's a square. And we know when we want to find the area of a parallelogram, we're always going to do formula, substitute, solve, label. The area, formula for area is length times width, or base times height. We're going to substitute into it. Okay, 8 times 8 is 64. And now we're going to label it. The area of that square is 64 square feet. Okay, so formula, substitute into it, solve, and then label your answer. Okay, so if the area of that square is 64 feet, then what would be the area of the red piece of this right triangle? Okay, it's half of the square, so the area would be half of 64, or 32. So the formula to find the area of a triangle is going to be base times height to find the parallelogram, and then you're going to multiply that by a half, or divide it by 2. So the area of a triangle is 1/2 times the base times the height. Okay, so let's look at one. We're going to find the area of this triangle, and whenever we find the area of a figure, we're going to start out by writing the formula. And for a triangle, it's 1/2 base times height. Okay, because a triangle is half of a parallelogram. We're going to substitute what we know, so we're always going to include 1/2. That's part of the formula. And we're going to multiply that. The base is 18, and the height is 8. Okay, and remember the height always has to be a line perpendicular to the base. There has to be a 90-degree angle, so it can't be these sides. Okay, so we've substituted in 1/2 of 18, 1/2 times 18. Okay, it's going to be 9. Half of 18 is 9. And then we'll do 9 times 8 is 72. So the area of the triangle is 72 square meters, or 72 meters square. Okay, let's look at one more. Sometimes you're going to have a problem, and you're going to be given the area, and you're going to have to find the height or the base. So again, we're always going to start with the formula. Area equals 1/2 times the base times the height. Now we're going to substitute what we know. We know the area of this triangle is 132. We have to keep that. It's part of our formula. The base is 22. We're looking for the height. Now, this is a little trickier here. We have to look at this side of our equal sign, and we have to simplify. 1/2 times 22 is 11. Half of 22 is 11. And we still have to do 11 times the height. But now we're left with 132 is equal to 11h. Okay, so we found 1/2 of 22 is 11. Now we have 132 equals 11h, and now we can solve for the variable. We're going to divide both sides by 11. 132 divided by 11 is 12. So the height of this triangle is 12 inches. Okay, and it's not squared because we're only talking about the height. It's the distance from the base to the top of the triangle. So a triangle is half of a parallelogram. So to find the area of a triangle, it's formula. The formula is 1/2 base times height, and we're always going to do formula, substitute, solve, and label.